Hello and welcome back to Goblin Gaming. We're here today in Spelldisk. This is a bullet heaven that is quite interesting. It also has a roguelike version of the game too. I'm just in the bullet heaven mode right now, but lots of different meta progression. All these little tree leaves are things you can unlock that give your runs different modifiers, so things you can do to modify your build. Right now I'm going to run Pyromancer because my main ability I'm going to use is a fire spell, but fire burns faster. All elemental types is considered as a fire type, so any elemental we grab is going to be considered fire, which is kind of cool. So, auto weapon spell is enabled. Okay, yeah. I want that. I want auto cast. I don't want to cast stuff myself. So I'm lazy. What do we got over here? It's been a while since I played. Let's check out the tutorial. Yay! Move around, interact. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So, how the game basically works is that these spell discs will cast your spells, and then they chain kind of in order. Spells are cast when enough mana is generated from the disc, right? So doing certain things is going to generate mana for the specific disc, which is going to cast abilities, which can generate mana for other discs. And then artifacts provide modifiers. You'll see. It'll make sense when we get into it. It's kind of interesting, but yeah. So here, the auto cast spell is automatically charging lightning. The lightning is automatically charging the fire is automatically charging a fire disc. The fire disc is firing off an ice spell. The ice spell is automatically charging up the ice disc, and then the ice disc is casting off a spell. You can kind of see how it all links together. All right, let's go ahead and get on into it, I guess. I feel confident enough that I remember this game well enough to try it. I was having a conversation with someone the other day who was telling me all the bullet heaven games are the same, and there's just so many out there with really unique mechanics like this that I just think they haven't seen. So I figured I'd make a few videos of more unique bullet heavens. Let's reduce the mana cost of our main spell rather than grab a new spell right now because we don't have a spell disc that we can put the new spell on yet. So that's fine. Close inventory. Right. Looking good. In this game, you can get some really nutty builds going. So shoot 4 fire projectiles when dashing. Okay. Plus 8 mana production is the spell disc for each obtained gem. That seems decent. And more decreased mana cost. I mean, we're just going to be a little flame wave machine for a little bit here, it looks like. I'd like to scale up my area a little bit. Fire status damages are more frequent. 60% increased elemental affliction rate. So that's how much burn we apply. And 100% crit damage. Let's grab more frequent fire application, because it'll apply to everything. Once we get some other spells going here. Because we're going to turn all elements into fire, don't forget. So like even if we take this, it should be fire-based because of our starting element, or starting artifact. Gain increased critical chance on idle, which resets on critical hit. So I'm guessing on idle means when we're standing still. Let's go and grab Sparkle Laser. We need to get a disc to trigger it now. I haven't seen too many good spell discs yet, so hopefully that gets better. Place a small sun that moves from target to target. Fire continuous spell. Okay. Needing to find those spell discs real bad. Not a whole lot of use in exploring, like there's no map objectives in this game, but 30% mana production from each explosive damage dealt, or just mana production as time flows. I like mana production as time flows. That's nice. We're gonna start getting the moving suns going around. There we go. Nice. And don't forget we have increased fire application too. Oh, everything's capping out sound-wise, isn't it? Shoot. Can't make it much quiet or much louder. Oh, I guess I could turn the limiter up. There we go. That won't be quite so staticky on you guys for the sound effects, hopefully. There we go. That should be a little better. I could just turn the sound off, honestly. This game sound does get a bit repetitive. Let's do that. Let's just turn the sound effects off and turn the music up. There. 35% increased mana production on time flow, so we'll get more discs out there. I like it. I don't know if you can hear the music. It's kind of quiet. Kind of coming through. There we go. Now I can hear it. Much better. This is way better than the annoying rapid sounds that were going on before. Hopefully this music isn't copyrighted or anything. 20% mana production when a target with fire affliction dies, or produce mana when hitting with continuous type. We're going to do that because our fire things are continuous type. So now our lightning bolt ability is going to cast off when our fire sun hits things. And you can kind of see the lightning arcing around now. Don't forget our lightning is also going to be giving us fire damage because we spec'd it that way. We can upgrade our discs to function better, or we can grab a new spell. I'll reduce the overheat on the sun thing because I think we'll end up hitting that overheating eventually. You can see the overheat bar is the little red bar that goes around the discs at the bottom. As you cast the ability, you generate overheat, and when it hits a full circle of red, it overheats the ability, and then you can't cast it again until the overheat cools down. So giving overheat reduction is going to make it so your spells don't overheat as much. Let's do extra duration on our living suns. I like the idea of just getting a lot of those out. Just flooding the screen with living suns. I take that idea. Okay. More duration on our living sun, I'll take it. I'm looking for another good disc, so then I can look for another ability. But I want to find another good disc before I find another ability. Provide 24 mana to trigger another disc off the continuous. That's actually really good. So whenever this is generating 24 mana, it's going to generate mana for the time-based disc, and they're just going to ping back and forth between each other. It's going to create a little bit of a feedback loop, which I'm here for. Definitely here for that. Okay. More damage on our suns. Trying to take some damage ourselves here. You don't take impact damage from enemies, you take attack animation damage. So you can shove them around a little bit without taking damage. It's their actual abilities that do the damage. So they all have like cast animations. More crit chance, 10% across the board. That sounds pretty nice. Oh, here we go. 15% mag produced for each damage dealt. I like that. So just the more damage you do, the more that spell is going to cast off once we get a spell attached to it. So we gotta find a good spell for that. Because that could end up being like a linchpin spell, whatever it is. Blunt and slash are considered the same types. Interesting. 20% increased max health, increase health more with other Rooster artifacts. We do have another Rooster artifact already. And grabbing a second one is going to increase our crit chance also, so sounds good. Crit chance is at 25. Yep. 10 mana produced for each distance of knockback. I have a lot of knockback. 50% increased damage and stagger against undamaged enemies. Place a circling fireball. Rapid fire. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. Is it? That's continuous, isn't it? I don't remember how to pull up my skill screen, but let's see, is that continuous? No, it isn't. It's blunt fire spell. I think that'd be continuous. I would definitely love a magnet. So it looks like our Ring of Fire spell is overheating on the bottom there. Looks like our lightning spell is getting close to overheating too. Let's increase our elemental affliction on our Ring of Fire. Definitely don't need to reduce the cost. There's a magnet. We don't need to reduce the mana cost of something that's already overheating. We will take reduced overheat reduction on the lightning spell because it's definitely having trouble. More mana production from our time disk, which is our living suns. Looks like it's still good, it's not overheating. It's getting close, but it's still doing okay. The fire rings is badly overheating. We need to find some overheat reduction on that one. That's the one that triggers off of damage done, so that makes sense. That's gonna be the one that fires off the most. Or mana production on the time disk, I'll take it. It's a very methodical, like, you have to really think on this game how you want to do things. It's not just a it'll automatically work kind of thing. It's one of those you have to kind of plan and think as you go and choose stuff. So it's a more methodical version of a bullet heaven game, I guess. Which I really dig. It's a lot of fun. I believe there is also a free demo of this game, so if anyone wants to check it out, I think there is a free demo of it. Mana production when a target dies, sure. Sure. I'm down for that. Let's get another ability in here. I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed. I could definitely do with getting some more abilities. Could really use some movement speed if I can find anything that increases that. Starting to take a lot of damage. Damage disc for decreased overheat. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh my god. Need more movement speed. Ah, starting to hit the critical point. Must live longer. Must do better. We might re-roll this one. I need to get another ability in the mix here. Oh, 25% crit. That'll work. That'll work. Brings us up to a 50% crit chance, I think. That should help with the overwhelming flood of enemies. Down to 16 health, huh? Yikes. And we're dead. Damn. So, that's very loud. Sorry. This is Spelldisk. It's really fun. It's quite a different type of bullet heaven. I definitely think it's worth checking out. We'll do one more run of it, but if you haven't checked this game out, definitely consider checking it out. So this time we'll do a Thunder Punch. We'll do a Lightning Run. And what do we want for our modifier? Heal 20 on level up would have been nice. It's really loud. Why is the music so loud out here but so quiet in the game? Weird. Increased critical chance and critical hit provides 5 mana to a random disc. That seems pretty interesting. We can change our starting weapon. What the difference is between these. What is this? It's meta progression, difficulty level? Ah. So this is like nightmare difficulties. Okay. That's the tutorial, don't care. What's this? Available in the full game. Oh, am I on the demo right now? Shoot. Hold on. That explains a lot. 1 second. I thought I was on the main game. Was it? Prologue, wasn't I? I wasn't on the demo. I'm sure I was on the Spelldisk Survivor. Survivor mode. Weird. Okay, there we go. This is what I was expecting. This is kind of what you can expect from the full game. I guess I was on the demo before. So lots more choices, obviously, for things you can do. Okay, this is more of what I remembered. Start with no dice, gain 1% increased damage per level up. Gain a dice on level up. Significantly increased potion drop rate. That sounds pretty good. All spells are auto cast, cannot craft disc items. Interesting. Special object collects gems for extra XP. All spells are stacked. Instead, on pressing spell button, cast the stacked spells. Oh, weird. Okay. Increased critical chance. We've seen that one. Your spells are smaller. Increased mana gain. Even your spells are smaller. Look at the floating eye. Regenerate auto cast spell. You and your spells are bigger. Decrease mana gain. Duplicate spells. start with 8 item slots, but less max health. Okay, let's try being a giant. I like the idea of being a giant. And for ability, let's do the electric balloon, which is a lightning orb ability. We're at this difficulty level, so we're into endless mode. We've completed all the base difficulties. We do have some meta progression, as you can see here. I have played it a little bit. But yeah. Let's go ahead and get on in. So I guess you guys saw a run on the demo to start, and now we're on the main game. And I'm a giant. I'm so big. Holy cow. My abilities are so big. Okay. Use slow fire square. 90 mana. Oh, it shoots a slow fire square. Okay. Omni Element Strike. Create fire, cold, and lightning type hits. Dope. Cat pulls that up. Okay. So we should have new enemy types in here too, because we're on a harder difficulty. Generate 27 mana whenever an enemy appears. Interesting. Okay, I'm down for that. So the more enemies that spawn, the more the more of that spell we cast. Okay, so it's that blue projectile spell. Okay. More mana production, sure. I don't think that spell really benefits from the extra area of effect. We should probably be going for things that have big area of effects. Whenever slash type is finished. I think we have any slash types, do we? Lightning spell blunt. Oh, okay, here it shows you. No slash. Yeah. Let's just re-roll this. 180% damage dealt over enemies' remaining health as remaining mana when enemy dies. 17% chance of duplicating like spell. Upgrade disc. So multi-shot. Okay. I'm down for multi-shot. Chance of having a couple of those blue bolts flying out at a time. On gain a charge on critical hit. On 4 charges, your next critical does 1000% damage. Holy cow. It's fantastic. Gotta get our crit rate up. It's awesome. Music's really quiet again. So weird that's so loud on the menu screen, but it's so quiet inside the game. Generate 22.5% lightning infliction applied as mana. Okay. So focus lightning spells and we'll generate lots of mana for that disc. And our one ability we have so far is Omni Elemental, so whenever it triggers, it's going to provide 20 mana to another disc as well. I take that. Yeah, I get these chain combos casting. Okay. Be a lightning dashing projectile that dashes towards 4 nearby targets 4 times. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. So as we apply lightning damage, we're going to dash out. Like, yeah, there he is. There's some little lightning clones that dash around the map and hurt things. And since that does lightning in and of itself, it should trigger itself too. Which I like the idea of. Let's grab more multi-shot for our omnidirectional spell. or Omni Elemental spell. More chance for multicast. Generate mana for each second the player stood still during the last 5 seconds. Interesting. So we could make a stand your ground kind of build. I mean, 139 mana is a lot. Let's try it. Let's try it. So it's currently on our lightning dash guy. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty effective. What if we put it on our bolts instead? We could be getting a lot of bolts flying out. Not really. It's better the other way. Oh, wait. I didn't change it. Okay, hold on. We need to get another ability. Oh, I don't know what I clicked there. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, let's grab some of this experience. Kill Eruption, new spell. Create icy explosion on target. I don't really want ice spells though. Create a chain lightning whenever obtaining a gem. 2 additional dashes. Let's do 2 additional dashes. Holy cow. Yeah. Let's get rid of the standing still one for now. We'll pull it back in a minute when we get another spell. But we need to get some levels. And to do that, we need to be able to move to grab gems. Less mana cost for our dashing clone guy. The bigger size for us makes it harder to avoid effects, but our spells being bigger is obviously beneficial too. Okay. Now we're just nuking around us as we stand still, so things can't get to us. But I think I would rather have it on the dashing guy. That's a boss, I think. Yeah. Do we have any blunt? We do. We have a lot of blunt. Okay. Grab that then. Ice Slash. We got some rerolls. %20 increased damage and 60% increased pierce. Don't have any piercing. It's still 20% damage increase. I'll pass. Shock Whip. Create a lightning zone on the target. Yes. Okay. There we go. Now we're getting online. %75 increased damage against lightning affected. Yeah. Oh, 10% increased elemental damage for the same elemental type equipped. So that's 50% increased damage for everything. That's crazy. That's crazy. So good. We just gotta kind of move around and grab gems with our dashes so we can still stand still as much as possible. On critical, check for additional critical damage with half a critical chance. Explosion types and pierce types are considered the same. We don't have any of either. Let's grab the double crit chance. Seems pretty good. And we do have a decent amount of crit, I think. 15% critical chance. We could have quite a bit more, but we'll get that in time. That was last game. We were up to 50%, huh? That's right. 10% increased critical chance and 65% crit damage. There we go. Get that crit built up a little. Grab that potion before it disappears. New disc. Generate 13.5% elemental affliction applied as mana. Or 40% crit chance increase on our dash guys. Let's grab 40% crit on our dash guys. That sounds great. So that brings those up to 65% crit chance. Yeah, sounds good. Man, those crits are hitting hard. Okay. %17% chance of duplicating Link's spell on our sleep. Oh, that'd be cool. Duplicating our lightning dash, dude. Dude, that's dope. Let's go. Give me the spell. Suck. Give me the gems. I don't care for getting a fire orb. I need lightning. But 35% increased mana production on our lightning disc. Yeah, I'm down for that. %45% crit chance on our main ability. So if anything gets close to us, it'll get crit killed, basically. That thing crits for like 1,000. Gotta not stand in the fire though. Five fire columns, no thank you. Chance to duplicate, sure. Things are getting a little bit spooky now. 3 additional spells. I don't know if that means spell damage or if it... I think it's actually multicasting 3 of them each time it casts, it looks like. That's crazy. And we really need to get spell magnets soon. I think this game does a thing where it combines gems into bigger gems. I don't think you ever actually lose them. No, you do actually lose them. I just watched some disappear. So take that back. Generate when cold type is created. Not really using that. More mana production for standing still. Yeah, I'm down for that. Getting close to overcapping that one. So we gotta get some overheat reduction on it soon. Explosion and continuous are considered the same. We don't have either. 30% increased chance on our shock whip. Alright. We're going pretty hard on the crit stuff, so might as well invest into it. Yeah, let's find a spot that we can sit still. Here we go. Uh, 45% more crit chance. 22.5% weapon spell mana cost as mana per second. So weapon spell mana cost. Oh, that's dope. That's really good. So if we get a high mana cost spell weapon, actually, we have a high mana cost spell weapon, so nice. Okay. Just gotta find one more spell. Oh, we killed that boss quick. Freezing bubbles, not really about that. Oh, 50% of health lost over 3 seconds. Down for that. That sounds really good. Should make us near immortal, hopefully, if I'm reading that correct. I think that's 3 HP regen per second, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh no, it just heals back up 50% of whatever you lose. Okay, I mean, that's still extremely good. That equates to 50% less damage taken. It's fantastic. 35% crit chance. So now that has what? 75% crit chance, 100% crit chance. Nice. Main weapon will always crit now. %50 increased effectiveness of lightning statuses. Okay. Need to find another lightning ability for our next one. Because remember, each lightning ability we grab increases all lightning abilities by 10%. So it just scales to a crazy level. Looks like we're just getting the red gems dropping from enemies now, so they're getting tougher. That's for sure. Got more duplication on our blunt disc. Okay. Less mana cost on our dashy boys. I like how they do knock back the guys who explode on us. So we can potentially stand our ground a little bit more. I mean, these are all good. Let's grab more mana for our standstill, though. Kind of our core crux ability, I think. We still don't have our next ability. More damage. 60% chance of duplicating Link's spell. More dashy boys. Is what's better than one dashy boy? 4 dashy boys. Oh, there we go, magnet. Yes, please. What's our critical chance on that right now? 55%, so that brings us up to 85% crit chance. Alright. I'll take it. I mean, we're starting to get pretty strong, honestly. Grab the magnet. Shoot zapping lasers. There we go. There we go. And actually, let's make that our weapon ability because it has more mana, so it'll generate more mana for this, which is 100% crit rate. Actually, let's put... There we go. I like that. We have lasers zapping out everywhere. Our build just changed considerably, but it got a lot stronger, I think. Yeah, it got a lot stronger. Our electric balloons are going all over the place, not just where we're standing now. They're triggering wherever the electric status effect is hitting, which is causing on-hit electric balloons to just destroy things. So, I dig that. Upgrade to our Thunder Shock ability. I dig that as well. Yeah, we're much stronger now. That was a big pickup. That kind of brought the build together. I need to get some serious overheat reduction though, at this point. 30% more crit chance on our dashy boys. I definitely need another magnet. There we go. Okay, I feel like we're wasting a lot of experience there. Ooh, new spell. Yes, let's grab that. We'll find another Spelldisk soon. And then we'll be full build. There we go. Okay, boss is up. Hitting with fire type. Do we have... We only have one fire type. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll just decrease the mana cost for our lightning balloons. They're already overheating, but still. 180% stun power dealt to enemies as mana. More crit chance sounds pretty good, but how much stun power do we have? 5.5, 3.3, 0.3. This one would be the good one. 2.2, 7.7, 3.3. That could be okay. Yeah, that could be okay. How much does this cost? 100 to cast? Ooh, so then that means that this one is going to generate 4.4 mana per cast. It's not that much. I think we'll grab the crit chance instead. I don't feel like 4.4 mana per cast of Lightning Dashy Boys is that much. I mean, we are casting a lot of them, so maybe that... Actually, maybe that would be a lot. Well, hopefully we get a better disc option. We're doing pretty good. We might be able to hit the 30-minute mark on this one. Let's take increased damage for our Sparkle Laser. Apparently the name of that skill. little sparkle laser action going on. Up in here. Up in here. Okay. Happy little sparkle laser. Watching Bob Ross today for a little bit. Him and his happy little mistakes. Sorry, happy accidents. There are no mistakes. Yeah, this build's going a lot better than our last build. Probably because I'm playing on the full release of the game, so I have like meta progression and everything else. And we're also playing on a higher difficulty, so... I mean, you guys can see this game gets kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. So do some mana cost on that. Wait. Which of these is the least effective thing? Let's drop this lightning effectiveness. Let's grab the rooster helmet. This gives us more crit, which is going to scale everything else better. Or a heavy crit build, so. Gain 15% more crit on everything seems like a no-brainer. Because everything can double crit. 32 random mana on another disc. Whenever it triggers. I take that. We are overheating so badly though at this point. It's kind of crazy. Let's see if we can find another magnet around here somewhere. Looks like we have a lot of gems kind of laying around. Taking a lot of damage, not seeing another magnet though. Okay, I'm gonna stop moving around so much. I need my dashy boys. Find a good spot to sit down. Oh, we still need to find another Spelldisk to trigger that last ability, huh? Okay. Dashy boys, save me! Ow, ow, ow. The potion. Want to buy magnet. Oh boy, got boss now too. And kite him around a little. Giant slime of doom, doomy doom doom. Okay, more mana gen. Let's grab the health potions from in there. Whenever a spell type is created, yes. There we go. That's what we've needed. Okay, now we're full build. Oh, it's glorious. There we go. Very nice. Grab the gems as they accumulate up. We're gonna die pretty soon here. We're starting to take a lot of damage. Our dashy boys aren't holding them at bay quite as well as they used to. Maybe we should put the dashy boys on something else other than the standstill. Let's do that. Let's put the dashy boys on something that generates consistently. Spell type. What do we have with spell type? Everything, right? Spell. Yeah, everything is spell. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try that. No way of our dash boys even when we're moving around. When we stand still, we'll just chain lightning more. Yeah, that's fine. Health. Oh god. Everything's getting so scary. I think at this point, if I could replace the standstill Spelldisk with something that was more consistent, I definitely would. But you live and you learn and you get Geico. Anyway, that is Spelldisk. I just went ahead and muted that. That is Spelldisk. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you like, favorite, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.